Hello everybody, Partygold 2000 here, and this is Ace of Spades. This is a game I've been playing on and off for quite some time, on and off. When I first found it, it was amazing. I played it for like hours on end. But now it's just kind of like a game here, a game there. It's kind of more of like a time killer than anything, especially when I'm bored. Thought I'd introduce it to you guys, the people who don't know, and some of you guys who do know, who knows. This game is almost like Minecraft with guns. Almost. So I'm going to go ahead and pick blue here, favorite color. Now within recent versions, I'm currently running 0.60. I kind of don't want to upgrade to the newest version right now, which is 6.1, or 0.61, my bad. I've heard there's some kind of issues with it, some lag, the configuration not saving, and just random stuff like that. So I'm kind of sticking on this version until it's fixed. So as we can see, we have the controls on the bottom, which are configurable in the configuration, of course, but you have to actually go to the file in your file system, the configuration file, and edit it that way. Unless you find a program that does it for you, you're going to have to go manually do it through the file system, which is in my computer is through the C drive, and it's just like right there on the top of the drive, essentially, basically where the program files are and the windows are. But anyways, pick the blue team. I'm going to go ahead and pick my favorite gun, the rifle. You can also pick the SMG, which is almost like, well, it is a machine gun. And recently they added the shotgun. I personally don't have a preference for it, so stick with the rifle. Now I'm playing by myself right now. I'm just showing this off. But the whole point to Ace of Spades, right now in this version, and the next version they added territorial control, which I have yet to see in action at all. But right now it is essentially just a capture the flag type game. Now you can scroll your mouse up and down. Scroll your mouse. Wow. Wow. They got rid of the pick. Scroll your mouse scroll thingy. Thing in the middle of the mouse. And you're able to go up and down through your, I guess, inventory here. Well, we have the spade here. There used to be a pick, but I guess they got rid of that. You can left click to take down one. This doesn't go towards your block count in the bottom. No, actually it does, yes. This is what the pick originally used to do. Now, the shovel, what it originally used to do, let's pick out a good area here. The shovel, now if you just right click with the shovel, it does what it used to. It takes 3 blocks from in front of you, depending on, where you're aiming. So if you're aiming straight down, you're obviously just going to go straight down about 2. Now, let's get out of here. Huh. Ah, there we go. The auto climb was acting kind of weird there. But that's the spade. Left click for what the pick used to do, which is basically just beat the block. It gets put in your block inventory. Ooh, that's new too. It's been so long since I played this. Jesus. It's left click to do what the pick used to do, and left click what the shovel has always done, which is just destroy blocks. You don't get them in your inventory, but they are just destroyed. Very nice. Now, blocks. You're able to left click to put them down. Now, if you just want to pick a color, you have to use the arrow keys to change colors. But if you just want to right away pick a color that's like on the ground, like, oh, let's pick this green, you just right click and it'll automatically become that color. That way you can just put it down quick and it'll automatically just blend with whatever you're doing. It's very handy. And if you want to pick this brown here, we'll just right click that. Nice brown. We just put that in there. So it works kind of nicely. It's, nice. We go to the next one, and it's our rifle, of course. Obviously left is shoot, and right click would be to aim. It's usually more accurate. And if you want to reload, you have to press R. Obviously, basic controls that are on the first screen there. And our next weapon is the grenade. Now this destroys blocks. You gotta, depending on I can't even talk today. How long you hold the grenade depends on how far you throw it and when it'll exactly explode. I think there's some term that Call of Duty players use called cooking grenades or whatever. I personally despise Call of Duty, but that's a whole different story in itself. But anyways, you just hold it and throw it. And it usually destroys a good amount of blocks. Now you can just click it and throw it. But it'll take longer to explode, obviously. And then people see it coming. But, you know, it's kind of your preference on what you do there. But you only get 2 grenades, which kind of sucks. But you're able to reload your grenades and your ammunition at base, which is just way out there for me. Hang on, let's get over there. Get this map off the screen. If you want to get to the map and, you know, close the map, it's the M key. Let's see here. There it is. This also refills your blocks too, because right now we're at 37 blocks. We have, you know, 3 shots missing from our rifle, and obviously we have no grenades. So we go back to our base here, and we will reload on everything. We have our grenades back, we have full ammo again, we have 50 blocks again. It's all good. And I do believe it restores your health, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure about it. I think it does. And yeah. Now this is what your enemy is going to be coming to get. This is what your enemy wants. And this is what you want from the enemy. You want their green, this is what they call intel. Obviously you can't capture your own. That would be kind of retarded. Now a good technique I've seen done, that I've done personally also, is to just hide it. Obviously you can't hide it, or put a block on the, put a block on where it technically is, because then it'll just pop up. Like, let's put one down. Guess I can. See, now it's technically hidden, but in a way you can still see it at certain angles, I guess. Like obviously right here you can still see it's there. But this is a good way to hide your intel from the enemy. Obviously they're going to be able to still see it on the map, but when they actually come looking for it, like in person, they might have a little bit of trouble with it. A good technique to do with that though is to change your block to the map color or whatever, and just make, you know, the general square on the map. Try to confuse the enemy. Now, if the intel has been picked up and it was dropped somewhere else, it'll have an arrow underneath that square to show off that it's been, you know, dropped and it's right here essentially. Let's go take a walk over to the green intel. Oh no, I guess not. I guess that's the arrow indicates, you know, how high it is. Okay, that was my bad. Misinformation. Forget that piece. I guess I was wrong. I guess it depends on the altitude of the intel, I'm assuming. Now what we're playing on right now is just a randomly generated map, so just about any server that you go on nowadays is player made, which, you know, isn't bad. It has its ups and downs depending on the map, of course. Freshly generated maps like this tend to be rather clean in a way, and they look natural. Yeah, the arrows on the intel and home base are altitude based. Wow. or height based, whatever. As we can see, there is the green intel. If you're playing blue, this is what you want. If you're playing green, this is what you have to protect. So as a blue character, I would hope that there'd be no green around, or that I'd be, you know, viciously murdering greens and trying to obtain this right here. It will obviously look like the green square on the map there. That's what you always want to look for, which is why people on, you know, servers usually make that green square all over the map, because it's very confusing for people to find where the actual intel is. So pick it up and it'll probably just disappear right off the map. Now when you pick up the intel, the last time I checked, it shows you all the enemies on the map for like 30 seconds to a minute or something like that. For the whole blue team, I believe it is. So it's kind of helpful in trying to get the intel back. So I'm gonna run back to base here and show a capture. But that little power-up, I guess you'd call it, from obtaining intel is quite nice. It does help out quite a bit, but sometimes I guess it really can't be a hindrance, really. Maybe it's a hindrance for the other team, obviously, but not for, you know, the capturing team. Now within some of the older versions, they used to have like a look around that's it almost was like a drunk looking around. I forget what the exact word for it is. View, because if you turned very quickly, it was kind of slow and sluggish, and your whole vision would turn. It was kind of weird. It's like what some people called like a drunk vision. But in recent versions, it seems like they've fixed that, so it's all nice and jerky now. I guess that's what you want to call it. Now, if you have the intel, you obviously want to bring it back to your base, which would be this right here, which on the map is indicated by a plus. It's kind of hard to see on this one because a white line is in the middle of it, but that's a blue plus. And if you're on the green team, it's obviously a green plus. And as soon as you walk over to the base, you captured the green intel, which gives you your team a point, which is, you know, cool. And that's essentially how it's played. I think that's all there really is to Ace of Spades right now. I might do a video on the tutorial. Fuck my speech. Territorial control. As soon as they put out a new version, it sounds like they've, you know, squashed a good amount of the bugs and annoyances and whatnot. And my auto walk. Oh, okay. I guess it don't really work if you're looking down. Alright. Learning more stuff myself. But that's pretty much Ace of Spades. Oh. Yeah, it's the end of the map. Can't really go past the other map. It's not looped, unfortunately. So, that's another thing I forgot to add. You can't really just walk past the other end and expect to get to, you know, the intel even quicker. The map doesn't loop like that, kind of sadly. You know, it'd be nice, but oh well. To actually save the map yourself, I believe, yeah, if you want to save the map that you're currently playing on the server, you press F1 and it will save it as last save. And you manually have to go in there and change the name if you want to, you know, save like a different server map. Otherwise, it just gets rewritten with that same file. Learn that one the hard way. Now, obviously, if you just want to quit Ace of Spades, or just basically quit and go to a different server, You just press escape essentially. So I think that's just about everything for this. Can't really think of much else. Yeah, I think that's all there is to this video. But I'd like to thank you guys for watching my videos. I'm hoping to see, you guys watch more of them. I'll gladly make more. It's always a fun thing to do. That's because I love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I shall see you next time, whatever video I do. Alright, have a good one.